certainly very modern in here. It is different than typically what you would probably find in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And there's some allure to that because the space I think is beautiful. It gives us latitude. It is not a typical sort of convention space or corporate space. And I think there's certainly a lot of appeal to people because of that. We have a number of spaces here that can accommodate a number of different volumes of people. This room, particularly the vineyard tasting room, up to about 20. Certainly the middle of our retail space handles, upwards of probably 60. And then a space that we'll see later on, which is the actual production area, which is a very cool spot. We've actually done as many as 120 people there. We have selected 4 or 5 local chefs who we not only think are really talented, but also believe in a philosophy of sustainability, which is a big part of who we are at Stratus. Chefs that that tend to draw local cuisine. It tends to be very seasonally specific. And I certainly think the advantage for a corporate group is that you're not tied to one chef. You do have some latitude. While they're all talented, they're different. It does give a client different options in terms of the food choices they want to make. The synergy, we do a synergy at Stratus, which is sort of a corporate team building process. We do some blind tastings, some sensory tastings, which are aromatic, blind aromatic tastings as well. And then we do some trivia, and it's always fun. They get a kick out of it, but it's also a bit of a challenge. People are so used to evaluating things with their eyes visually that when they can't see something and they have to describe it, it can be a challenge for them. And it's not only fun for them, but I think it also teaches them something. It helps them maybe partly zero in a little bit on maybe what they know, what they don't know, and tries to help explain maybe a little bit of the relationship between food and wine as well. I think the winery is a beautiful place, and it's very modern. But I think wineries in general can be a little intimidating to people, and so I think probably part of my role here is to try and demystify it a little bit. People will often tell me they can like or dislike something, and they can't tell me why, and so I try to help them figure that out. And so that hopefully they not only have a great experience when they come here, but when they leave, they can take something with them that maybe they can apply, when they go to a restaurant or they're in a liquor store as well, buying wine. At the end of the day, this is about somebody enjoying the experience. Hopefully, again, they'll learn a little something. I think almost always they do, but we're not trying to force feed them, sort of metaphorically. We're trying to teach them about themselves as much as anything. I don't care what the business is. It always comes down to people. It really ends up being it's a people business. You can build a beautiful facility, but if the people don't really care, it doesn't really matter. So we try exceptionally hard to create a great service and be in tune with people's needs, wants, desires.